season kicks off here on a Saturday, day 2 of the Tennessee Classic, and we've got a good, enticing matchup of two teams that had 20-plus wins a season ago. Your host team, Tennessee Lady Vols, led by Eve Rackamwatt in her 5th season now, getting set to take on an early morning scheduled game against the Bowling Green Falcons. We welcome you into Thompson Bowling Arena, Knoxville, Tennessee. Andy Brock with you here for all of the action this early game, day 2 of the Tennessee Classic. As mentioned, Lady Vols 1-0 on the early season, and it was a dramatic 5th set victory last night, the nightcap of day 1 of this fall 2022 season over Loyola Chicago. New look Lady Vols team, a couple similar faces. They've got a high mix of high experience and then low in experience. Not a lot of middle ground. Still trying to figure out a lot of pieces, but that's what the early season is all about. Data collection and learning who you are as a bunch. On the other side, the Bowling Green Falcons, they return a massive bulk of a team that won 21 games, 16 in the MAC. They were East Division champions in the MAC and were just a few points away from an NCAA tournament bid to Ball State a year ago. They are 0-2 in this tournament, looking for their first win before they head back home next weekend as they dropped a 3-set loss to Purdue and a 4-set defeat to Loyola Chicago. So they look to get right here this Saturday morning, a team that is projected to finish first in the MAC. They have aspirations for the NCAA tournament. The Lady Vols have aspirations to get back to the NCAA tournament. A dynamic matchup here to wake you up on a Saturday. Day 2 of the Tennessee Classic rolls on here. We'll get you the starting lineups for both of these sides. Starting first with the visitors in the Bowling Green Falcons, Yolanes Torres will be the libero. 21 digs in her last match in this tournament. Jaden Walls, Petra Indrova, MAC Player of the Year last year. Jessica Andrews, Kat Mandley, Caitlin Myers, and Alexis Mattil for the Falcons. On the other side for the Lady Vols, Cadence Booth, the freshman, in the middle. She will pair up with Keandre Granberry, another freshman in the middle. Great spark last night for these Lady Vols. Natalie Hayward, 5th-year veteran setter, getting another start. Paola Laborda, the libero for Tennessee, followed by Erica Lovett, Morgan Fingal, and Emily Merrick, the hitters, to kick off this early Saturday morning match. Tennessee looking to be 2-0 here in the early season. They'll play 2 today. Bowling Green just 1 match after 2 yesterday. As we are set here at TBA Thompson Bowling Arena. First serve between the Falcons and the Lady Vols. Up high, Caitlin Meyer. Another try for Emily Merrick. Drops it right in. Unable to be dug out from the Falcons. Jaden Walsh and Emily Merrick first in the score sheet here this morning. She had 13 kills, a career high in the Lady Vols' 5-set victory over Loyola Chicago. Redshirt junior. Heightened role here this 2022 season. Serve from Paola Laborda. Hayward hits the deck, keeps it alive. Here's Morgan Fingal into the net. Fingal so busy last night, stuffed the stat sheet. 24 kills on 62 total swings. Major returner for Eve Rackamwatt in this bunch. The senior from Fairfax, Virginia, 3.22 kills per set, had career highs all across the board in 2021 and picked up right where she left off last night. Certainly one to circle if you're an opposing team scouting this Lady Vols team. 62 swings, match high against the Ramblers last night. She also had a team high 6 blocks. So versatile from any aspect of the rotation. Her and Natalie Hayward, a dynamic duo. Serve from Matoso, graduate transfer from St. Mary's for this Lady Vols team. Booth just having to toss it over. Torres is there. Set up for Caitlin Meyer, preseason All-MAC honoree, flushes it through for the Falcons. A senior you have to keep your eye out that time from the right side. She has 24 total kills this weekend. She returns from her 5th year in what is a very experienced Bowling Green side. Mentioned aspirations to get back to the NCAA tournament. They've done it twice under head coach Daniela Tomic. In her 11th season now, this could be one of the strongest teams she's had. upset-minded here on the road against the Lady Vols. Looks to be a net violation on Tennessee. Point will go Bowling Green. The Falcons have an early lead. Yelanis Torres, libero from Vega Baja, Puerto Rico. 21 digs in the team's 4-set defeat to Loyola Chicago. She's been busy this weekend, and a service error will not give it back to the Lady Vols. Torres, 2.71 digs per set, 26 aces a season ago for the Falcons in her senior year now. Fingal from the service line. Set up. Falcons can run their offense. Walsh on the set. Tries to feed Indrova just a bit long. Talk about another name to mention for Bowling Green. So much veteranship. This could be their hottest hand. Petra Indrova, 2021 MAC Player of the Year, back for her 5th season. Became the first Falcon in program history to become an All-American honorable mention a season ago. 4.20 kills per set. This time they'll go back to the right side for Caitlin Meyer. She gets it through. Other violation on the Lady Vols side, and Bowling Green is knotted things back up at 4. You're going to see a lot of Meyer on that right side. Indrova on the outside. That's your dynamic duo. 2 preseason All-MAC hitters. Falcons return all 3 of their MAC first-teamers a season ago. Borda up high, searching for Erica Lovett. Right off the block and in. Transfer from Long Beach State, and Erica Lovett, a 6 rotation outside hitter. Had 10 kills in her Tennessee debut last night. And was so solid in what was her freshman year a season ago. She can do it all. 2.70 kills per set, 2.8 digs per set. Really good from the service line. Provides a lot of versatility for Eve Rackamont in this side. For a team that, as mentioned, they return a few pieces, but they also lose some key figures. Over 50% of their kill output from a year ago. They lose a couple of key pieces in the middle. Another note to mention for the Lady Vols, no Danielle Mahaffey, SEC leader in total blocks, is out for this weekend. Lower leg injury, undetermined amount of time is how long she'll be out for. So a couple of pieces in the middle having to step up, and that's one of them. Andrea Granberry picking up right where she left off last night. She provided such a spark in that 3rd set. She had 5 blocks, 4 kills against the Ramblers. And the freshman picked that one up on a platter. Out of Winter Garden, Florida. Tennessee needed someone to step up in the middle, and she was there. And she looks for another big day 2 today. Hayward back for Granberry. This time, though, just a bit long. She cannot go back-to-back 2 for 2. And the point will go to the Falcons. You have to love the confidence. Natalie Hayward, the veteran setter, trusting the freshman middle. Has to be a bit more confidence for Granberry after a big night last night. Hayward again to Granberry. Right back to her. This time she's true. She's 2 for 3 now. State champion at Windermere High School just a year ago. Tennessee is without Danielle Mahaffey, as mentioned. Ava Bell no longer with the team. Claudia Pollock also injured for this weekend, so a lot of answers needing to be filled in the middle. Granberry's been there so far. There's Morgan Fingal. That hit the ground. Point Lady Vols. That puts Morgan Fingal on the kill sheet for the first time this morning. Eve Rackamont said Fingal has just taken things so seriously this offseason. Not that she didn't in years prior, but she could just see the development culminating to a big senior year preseason All-SEC. Natalie Hayward just off the tip of the top of the net. Service error for the Lady Vols. That'll be their first. Bowling Green already 2. Mentioned the Falcons looking for their first win here this weekend. 0-2 start for a team that lost just 9 games, 21-9. The Falcons have absolutely chocked full their schedule here in the non-conference. They play 4 teams in the top 25, 7 who have received votes in the poll, Tennessee being one of those, trying to squeeze into next week's top 25. Meyer dug out from Hayward. Laborda up for Merrick. Great dig from Torres. Over to the right side, that's Mia Tyler. Fingal in response. Leaping from the middle, the powerful arm of Indrova smacks it through. MAC Player of the Year for a reason. She can get you from any angle. About 3 Tennessee arms in the middle, in the way, doesn't matter. Indrova 24 kills entering this match on the weekend, and that's her first here this morning. Jaden Wall sets the 3rd service error for the Falcons. We saw last night how closely contested Tennessee and Loyola Chicago were in their match. It really came down to, can you capitalize off mistakes? It felt like any mistake was going to be a difference in a set. That'll be an ace for Paolo Laborda. A bit of an awkward reception from the Falcons there. Laborda will take it. Libero, her first ace. First season in which Paolo Laborda has been given the starting nod, transferred from Georgia Tech last year, but has a lot of confidence entering this season. Started in both NCAA tournament games for the Lady Vols last year. Good response for the Falcons. Tennessee team that made it back to the NCAA tournament last year, first time since 2018. They got a win against North Carolina in 4 sets before bowing out in the second round to a really good Ohio State team, the host of that first weekend. And Paolo Laborda was right there in that starting lineup. An ace on the other side for the Falcons. They've had 3 service errors in this set, but there's their first ace. Kat Manley gets the job done. That's her 4th total ace now on the weekend. She's had the hot hand from the line. Laborda that time a bit hard on the reception, and it sets up Meyer perfectly. Credit Manley on a good serve. Laborda just a bit hard on the touch. Caitlin Meyer off to a really strong start. That one was too easy for her. 4 kills, match high so far in set 1 for Caitlin Meyer. She averaged 3.47 a set a year ago, where she was all MAC first team. Tennessee able to end that 3-0 scoring run the Falcons are rolling on. Knot things up at 11. Talk about hot hands from the service line. Abigail Matoso provided a good spark. She rotates in, subs in. She had 3 aces. At one point back-to-back in a crucial 3rd set. Set up high for Indrova. Such power from the outside. Indrova just getting warmed up. That's her 2nd kill. So much versatility. She's so efficient as well. She averaged over 4 kills a set and hit at a 293 clip. Highly impressive mark. Fingal's turn. Can she answer back? Tipped right at the front of the net. Set back up for Indrova. Hayward out of nowhere. Matoso diving for it. Great effort from the Lady Vols. And they can set things back up. Lovett sent back at the net. Another try for Lovett. A little off balanced. From behind the tacking line is Manley. Great rally from both of these sides. Lovett trying to drop it through, and she's in. Resilient from the Lady Vols. It took quite the effort. They fed Erica Lovett. And it goes to show power doesn't always win a point. Look at the effort there. Natalie Hayward, Matoso, both using one arm to go for it. Kept the point alive. Back and forth set 1 action between Bowling Green and Tennessee. Kickoff day 2 at the Tennessee Classic. Fingal is served. Set up from Jaden Walsh. Caitlin Meyer, she has been fantastic to start. Her 5th kill on 7 swings. Right from that right side as well. Hitting .714 to start. She now has 29 total kills on the weekend, leading all Falcons. Serve from Hannah Lobby. Here's Lovett, right back at him. She went soft last time. That time was able to rise up, use some power. She had 10 kills yesterday. She's off to a really good start. Has been efficient here in this first set. Eve Rackamont told the story of how she got Erica Lovett out of the portal. Saw her in Atlanta, Georgia on the recruiting trail. Said whatever team ends up with Lovett is going to be very lucky. Remember the name when she was looking through the portal. She needed to find some arms to replace a Brianna Runnels, a Lily Feltz, and remembered her from back in the recruitment age and saw her numbers really good for a freshman at Long Beach State. Said they were just about identical to what Lily Feltz did her freshman year. At the net there, that's Granberry and Lovett. Free ball, Tennessee can set up their offense. Back to Lovett, trying to feed the hot hand. Another good chance here. Hayward, Granberry in the middle. Indrova tipped at the net. Fingal a little bit late to react to it. No one able to pick it back up. Unconventional kill, but Indrova's got it. Looked like 3 Lady Vols, just no one could really decide who was going to go and get it. The point will go to the Falcons, all tied up at 14. Tennessee lost set 1 in their match yesterday against Loyola Chicago. It was a back-and-forth opening set. They rallied to take the second and the third before dropping the fourth and needing to win in a decisive set 5, and they dominated in that final set. Here's Lovett. Torres up for Manley. Laborda puts the hands up, but it skews wide. Point Falcons. They retake the lead. It's Kat Manley, the sophomore outside hitter. Bowling Green first to 15. Both sides take a quick break here in set 1. It's been back and forth. These teams pretty even, but the Falcons out hitting the Lady Vols in the early going. They're trying to get their first win. Tennessee looks to stay unbeaten here at home to start the season. Early set 1 action between Tennessee and Bowling Green. Saturday morning, kickoff day 2 of the 2022 season and here of the Tennessee Classic. We've got a busy gym all weekend long. 4 really good teams. Each won 20 wins a season ago. It's been competitive, and it's boiling to this final day. Bowling Green off to a great start in this first set. Already out hitting the Lady Vols and put a block in the mix. First of this morning. Falcons have loaded their schedule this season, looking to be highly competitive in their conference in the MAC. Playing teams like this so helpful in boosting their confidence, their ability, looking to be competitive in each and every set against teams that are either in the top 25 receiving votes. Loyola Chicago team that just nearly a tournament team in 2021 as well. A really good early season tournament here in Knoxville. Love it on the serve. Just got it through. Service ace for the Lady Vols. Their second. Love it. 42 aces a year ago for Long Beach State. She brings in that capability from the service line. Tennessee just 113 total aces in 2021. That was near the bottom of the SEC, bottom of the nation. Love it. Certainly adds a bit of a spark. And now a block for the Lady Vols of their own. That's their first. Emily Merrick was there. Solo block, Emily Merrick. We've seen the offense from last night. Already has 1 kill on 3 swings and a bit of defense for the outside. Set up high for Manley. Love it. Great dig. She's got the defense as well now from the middle on her own. Lady Vols leading by just 1. Androva sent back a one-hand touch from Torres. What an effort. Merrick to respond. Did it hit an arm? It did not. Merrick just a bit wide left. And the Falcons tie things up back and forth. What an effort from Yolanes Torres, the libero here this morning for the Falcons to keep that point alive. Hayward having to lay out for it. Can't get it. It'll be an ace for Bowling Green. Their second here of the set to tie Tennessee's 2 as well. They cancel out. A little bump from Lovett, just not quite in the direction of Hayward. Forced Hayward well off their line. Timeout on the floor. Tennessee wants to talk things over. The Falcons leading by 1 in set 1. It's been back and forth to kick off day 2 here at the Tennessee Classic. Tennessee a chance to talk things over. They trail by 1 to Bowling Green here in set 1. Falcons out hitting the Lady Vols 258-167 in the set. Service error, though, will tie things back up, get Tennessee back on track, back to the service line. That's been the backbreaker of the set for the Falcons. That's their 4th service error to Tennessee's 1. I'll be off balance set. Got a piece of the net. Tennessee now on the other end. Merrick. Falcons is trying to get control. That was Hovey on the swing. Here's Fingal from the left side. Right through it in. Tennessee back out in front. Morgan Fingal. Quiet set compared to the numbers she put up last night. That's just her 2nd kill. 7 total swings, hitting 143 here in the first set, but just getting warmed up. It was a late night last night, an early turnaround. I'll be up high, thrown over from Jessica Andrews. A different look here for the Falcons. Couple of new swingers in. That's a similar swing, though, from Kat Manley. 20 kills on the weekend in 2 games entering this match. And that's her third here of set 1, keeping the Falcons right in the hunt. Very effective set, getting over 250. Vols to serve. Here's Fingal. Sent back at the net. We'll give Fingal another chance. It's sent back. Could Tennessee catch up to it? Love it. Merrick, no. Falcons. First to 20 in this set 1. Stonewall at the net. Couple of tries from Fingal. Just could not get it around. First block from Andrews. Good effort, just to no chance. Another serve for Jaden Walls. Hayward up for Fingal again. This time she's through. No chance to block that one. A bit more power for Fingal. Well, the Lady Vols look to feed their hot hand from last night to try to close down this set. She's got 3 kills. Tennessee, they've been very balanced in where they've gone to. Lovett 11 swings, Fingal 10, where last night it was overwhelmingly Morgan Fingal, 62 total swings. Aborted a serve. Walls sets it up for Manley. She's in. Bowling Green back out in front. Kat Manley turning it up to a different gear here. Tail end of the set. That's her 4th kill. Done so in 9 total swings as well. She gets a high five from her head coach, Daniela Tomic. Mentioned she's riding 3 straight 20-win seasons. Twice has visited the NCAA tournament. It has turned the Falcons to a perennial talent out of the MAC. Good effort from the Falcons, but Tennessee able to equalize once again at 21. Emily Merrick staying with it. This has been so back and forth here in the tail end. Who can grab an early advantage? Andrews just got caught falling down on a jump, and it just couldn't quite handle it. Set up for Androva. Sent back, Fingal and Booth there. Matoso having a layout for one. Hayward, Fingal, well done from the Lady Vols. It was set up from Abigail Matoso, who got it to Hayward perfectly. Morgan Fingal didn't use all the power she has, but she found an open spot on the floor. Her 4th kill now, and it's a timeout for Bowling Green. Trailing now by 1 to Tennessee as the Lady Vols trying to get together. A bit of a rally. 3 points away for Tennessee here in set 1. A battle between the Falcons and the Lady Vols here on a Saturday morning. Back into set one. Tennessee and Bowling Green battling it out. Service error to kick things off after the break. All about winning those timeouts. And Yellow Tomich taking her first of this set. The service error gives you back to the Falcons. That's just the Lady Vols' second. Bowling Green's had 4. Any mistake here could be crucial. First to 25, up by 2. Booth at the net, blocked back. The Falcons, Alexis Mattil, she had 4 blocks coming into this match. And for the Falcons, that's now their 3rd of the set. They take the advantage. 2 straight points out of the timeout. It's exactly how you want to respond after calling it. Torres on a serve, skews wide from Matoso. Tennessee's just going to have to fire it over. Chance for the Falcons to set up their offense. Waltz set up high for Mattil. Waltz now back for Androva. Here's Hayward now. Love it. Got it through. It was an awkward jump. A little bit mistimed, but she set her feet and got it over. Well executed. Love it. Off to a great start here in this set. That's her 4th kill on her 12th swing. Morgan Fingal to serve. Knotted up at 23. Remember, Tennessee lost their opening set to Loyola Chicago, and it took 5 sets to come back and win it. The Falcons not making it easy here again for Tennessee. The host team, troubles closing out that first set. Bowling Green, they've only won 1 total set on the weekend. It's been the Caitlin Myers show. Match high, 6 total kills, and it's now set point for the visiting Falcons. A team that have battled in 2 losses on Friday, looking to rewrite their script here in the Tennessee Classic on a Saturday. Hayward up high for Lovett. Skews off of Torres, but a great recovery. Here's Androva. Hayward, Fingal right from the attacking line. Dug into the net. Morgan Fingal, clutch swing. Her 5th now, leading the Lady Vols. She's turning on the Jets late. Set point erased from the Falcons. Lady Vols looking for one of their own. Androva on the right side. Bowling Green relenting force. Caitlin Meyer, Kat Manley, and Petra Androva have been a dynamic combination. Androva, that's her 4th kill. The hit percentage not quite where she normally lives, but she forces that one through, and set point number 2 upcoming now for Bowling Green. Hayward. Granberry swings it over, but the ruling is that she grabbed it. It's going to be a violation on Granberry, saying that she maybe got it with her palm and threw it over. And that's how the set's going to end. The Falcons steal set 1. Lady Vols can't believe the call. Ebrackham Watt vying her point. Let's see it. Granberry the middle. They're going to say she grabbed that ball. Tennessee thought they equalized here late in the set. Decisive decision. And the Falcons steal set 1. 26-24 the line. Bowling Green in the driver's seat now. We'll flip sides. Set 2 on the way. Bring it back here to set two at Thompson Bowling Arena. Here's the look at that final play of set one. Ruling was that freshman Condrea Granberry grabbed it, and really the ruling is you can't really palm it and throw it over the net. Another angle. That's the call. Hard to tell. It is just hard to make that call at a decisive point in the game. Obviously, Tennessee, Rackham-Watt arguing that, no, that's just a normal hit. Ruling was that it was not. Point goes to Bowling Green. Either way, not to diminish the Falcons there. It was a fantastic set for the visiting Falcons team. Out-hit the Lady Vols 279 to 190 in the set. They outblocked Tennessee 3-1 and earned a set one victory. They have the advantage now. Tennessee will have to look to respond. It's the second straight game here to start the season. Tennessee has failed to win their opening set. Falcons now win their second set here in their third game on the weekend. First early points of set two now. How will Tennessee respond? Meyer at the net, blocked back, Granberry there, but it's out of play. Bowling Green, another good start. And Caitlin Meyer has been the hot hand. 7 kills in 10 swings. Match high 7 kills, hitting at an absolute incredible 700 clip. Serve off the head of Erica Lovett, whatever works. Tennessee keeps it alive. Fingal dug out from Torres. Other side, Meyer again. That time not able to poke it through. Here's Merrick. Net violation, should be point Tennessee, and it is. A little piece of the net was grabbed by Bowling Green. Emily Merrick back in the kill sheet. That's her third. Eve Rackham-Watt said we are going to see the emergence of Emily Merrick. Talk about some of those offensive pieces Tennessee having to replace Emily Merrick stepping into that role. Doesn't have a lot of experience on the floor here in her fourth season with this Tennessee team, but has so much experience just with the team, being in practice, knowing the expectations, what the coaching staff wants, and that's such a key part of these early season games. You see a lot of new faces that the fans haven't quite seen all the time. These are players a lot of times. We'll see it in the Purdue match later tonight, a Boilermakers team that having to fill a lot of holes. They have players who have been here a while. They know the mindset of this coaching staff, a team in Tennessee that thinks that they can make a second weekend. Lady Volunteer team picked third in the SEC in their preseason poll. They, like Bowling Green, have stuffed their schedule. 6 matchups for Tennessee with teams in the preseason top 25. And they'll have a big one with Purdue tonight. Waltz setting up for Androva. She pushes it through. Falcons off to a lovely start in set 2. Daniela Tomic clapping her hands. 4-1 start. There's Petra Androva. Maybe not her most efficient set 1. That'll do. Hayward up for Fingal. Laying, diving, dig. Fingal tried to punch it back over. Great recovery. Androva was there. Meyer on the other end continues her hot, scorching start. Her 8th kill in 12 swings. This Tennessee defense hasn't had much answer for Caitlin Meyer right now. You can see she's loose. She's having fun. The 5th-year experience for Caitlin Meyer. She's the senior out of Pemberville, Ohio. 3.47 kills per set. She's well above that mark so far in this match. Waltz in the middle. Tennessee thrusted back over Manley on that attempt. She gets it up for Meyer again. Love it there. Fingal now. That's into the net. Fingal not quite made contact with it, but drove it too far down. The Falcons have tallied off 5 straight points. A dream start in set 2 for Bowling Green. They're already up. They've grabbed set 1. Tennessee just a little bit discombobulated here at the start. Eve Rackham-Watt wants a quick timeout to try to end this Falcons run. All Bowling Green here to start set 2. They're swinging 400. Tennessee in the negatives right now. They'll talk things over. Falcons have all sorts of momentum. Set 2 of action between Bowling Green and Tennessee here in Knoxville, Thompson Bowling Arena. Andy Brock with you here with our SEC Network Plus crew, kicking off day 2 of the 2022 fall season. And here at the Tennessee Classic, we've got some great competition in the building. This is a Bowling Green team that entered today 0-2. 3-set sweep to Purdue. They lost in 4 to Loyola Chicago, but they are on some sort of roller coaster ride here to start their morning. They must have gotten a good night of sleep. They snatched set 1 in what was a nail-biting 26-24 line, and now have put together 6 straight points to take a 6-point advantage to start set 2. Tennessee finally ending that run. Much needed. 6 straight there for the Falcons. Tennessee an early timeout, trying to get momentum back on their end. Lady Vols team that really battled in what was a 5-set victory against Loyola Chicago last night. The Bowling Green certainly provides a different look. They've been really efficient, hitting above 300. Tennessee defensively, not much of an answer. We mentioned Danielle Mahaffey is out this weekend, their leading blocker, who is back for a 5th season. She is out with a lower leg injury for an undetermined amount of time. That's created some holes in the middle. Tennessee, they've found some short-term answers here. They've received some sparks, but right now just 1 block. And it has just been really tough stopping this attack for Bowling Green. They're hitting .315. Tennessee not as effective, 148 so far early in set 2. And a lobby to serve. That's into the net. Service error. Swings it back Tennessee's way. That's the 5th of the day for the Falcons. Morgan Fingal to serve. 16 aces a season ago. What was an improved service line effort for her. Up high for Mattil. Got it off the block. Right in the middle. Bowling Green hasn't utilized their middles offensively too often in this match. But a good, different look to get Mattil involved. And the Falcons keep rolling. They lead by 6 still. 9-3 start. Good serve. Picked up from Matoso. Here's Lovett. Cross court. Dug out from Torres. She's been fantastic as well. At the net. Doesn't look like Tennessee got a touch. What's the ruling here? It is point Tennessee. It was close. Bowling Green thought maybe Tennessee got a touch as that ball was coming down, but it lands out of play. Daniela Tomic wants to take another look at it. It'll be the first challenge here this morning between these two. Bowling Green, a 6-point advantage. They want to keep it that way. Want to be the first to 10. They're going to see if Tennessee touched this on the way down. So far in our coverage, we've seen 3 challenges. All 3 have stood with the call on the court. It has to be indisputable to be able to overturn it. And here's a look. So it was a play at the net, and the ball just kind of harmlessly fell. Question is, did Natalie Hayward touch it there? Ball clearly goes out of bounds if she doesn't touch it, but it's point Tennessee. We're looking for, does the ball change rotation? Obviously, you can't tell by the fingertips because if it were to touch Hayward, it would be right there on the arm sleeve, the forearm, the elbow. You can see there the crew getting some really good looks there. The Falcons off to a good start despite the ruling of this challenge, hitting .500 to start set 2. 6 total kills on 12 swings, out-killing the Lady Vols 21-17. The crew making sure they get this one right. And Yellow Tomich looking on. We'll get the call here. Crew administering their decision. And it will stay point Tennessee. They rule that Natalie Hayward did not get a touch as that ball plummeted back down towards earth. Good challenge, though. Coach Tomich obviously thinking it was the other way. Doesn't diminish what the Falcons have done, though, still in this set. They still hold quite the advantage, 5 points. Tennessee making a sub. Cadence Booth not to the service line. It's going to be Kylie Robinson. Graduate transfer from Oregon that Tennessee picked up through the portal. A setter provides some experience at that position. And she serves it. Lovett. Too easy at the net. Great serve from Robinson. Erica Lovett. It looked like a block, but it's not going to count as a block. It's just right there. It was almost like a block type form, but will go down as a kill. At the net, missed set from Hannah Lobby. And she hit the net in the process, point Tennessee, and all of a sudden the Lady Vols have put together 3 straight points. Failed challenge from Bowling Green, back-to-back now for Tennessee. I'll be up high for Manley. Falcons looking to put an end to the run, and they do. Finkel couldn't quite dig it out. It goes out of play, and the Falcons first to 10 this set. Here's Lovett. Great leap off the jump. Smashes it through. Erica Lovett, her 6th kill, tied for the team lead. You can just see the explosiveness in the jump. 10 kills last night. Hit percentage maybe not where she wanted it to be. Had a couple of hits that were short into the net. A lot of explosiveness there in that swing. Tennessee back within 3. There's Manley, left side. She's long. Tennessee has cut it back within 2. Lady Vols have won 5 of the last 6 points. And Bowling Green wants to challenge again. And Yellow Tomich says that there was a touch at the net. That's what they'll take a look at. There's a swing from Manley that went long. And now for the second time here early in this second set, the Falcons want to take another look. Could be another big challenge. Tennessee starting to build some momentum. They've won 5 of the last 6 points. And again, the ruling is that there was not a touch at the front line of defense for the Lady Vols. In our coverage, all 4 challenges, each of them have stood, so it's got to be indisputable for them to make an overturned ruling. What they're looking for, does the ball change any sort of rotation? Do you see any Lady Vol fingertips move? Coach Tomic, back-to-back challenges here. She knows the importance of this position. Bowling Green got off to a fantastic start in the set. They were up 9-3 at one point. And now they've seen that 6-point advantage dwindle down to 2. And here's the ruling, a little bit quicker this time. And the ruling is there was a touch, so it is overturned. For the first time this weekend, we've seen an overturned ruling. 1 for 2 this set for Daniela Tomic. She'll take that one. That is a big swing call. And the difference there between a 2-point match, Tennessee at the service line on a roll to now back to 4. That is a big win for the Falcons. And a quick decision from the crew that time. Falcons up 11-7. Remember, they won set 1, so they're in the driver's seat here. Tennessee under Eve Rackhamwatt particularly good in second sets if they get the win. Last night they did win the second set. Near ace for the Falcons. It won't matter. Manley got a chance, and she took it. Well capitalized from Manley, her 7th kill. Falcons back up 5. Look at that serve. Almost an ace. But the Falcons able to capitalize right off of it anyways. Good serve there from Jaden Walls, the junior setter. 7.22 assists per set a season ago. Fingal leaping and dominating. She crushed it. It'll be a point, Lady Vols. Morgan Fingal looking to get rolling. That's her now team high 7th kill. Trying to stay in the positives. And that one was powerful. No getting that one. Petra Androva couldn't get it up. Back to 4. Hayward on the serve. Up high, Manley, stuffed at the net. Hayward, a chance now for Jasmine Brooks, who's entered into the game, and Tennessee gets the point. Brooks. A little different look for Tennessee. They, in the third set yesterday, had to go to Condrea Granberry off the bench, gave her first action. It did provide a spark. So going maybe to Jasmine Brooks on the outside, let her get a few swings, the junior, just to see if there could be some sort of momentum boost. Back to the bread and butter. Fingal can't quite get it. It was a little out of her reach, and it went off the antenna. Attacking error for the Lady Vols. Point for Bowling Green. Falcons holding true, 4-point advantage. No doubts. Tennessee to 10 now, back within 3. Granberry has been efficient. That's kill number 3 in the middle. Maybe a little extra oomph in that one after having one called back at the end of set 1. Now Granberry rotates out. Gated Spooth back into the middle. Serve from Laborda, almost dropped it. It was short serve. Androva over. Brooks is there. Hayward. Fingal. That's the combo Tennessee wants to utilize. Here's Meyer. Quieter second set. That one is rejected back. Jasmine Brooks. Cadence Booth in on the combo. A good pairing, a fresh pairing. Haven't seen a lot of Jasmine Brooks so far this weekend. And that one was more just into the net. Booth and Brooks, though, in well position to force an attacking error. Will go down as the Lady Vols' second block of the morning. Here's Meyer. This time gets it through, but a good dig from Lovett. At the net, Bowling Green wins that battle. Androva, strong and short, shows some emotion, throws the ball around. The Falcons trying to keep up the pace, back up 3. Huge opportunity for Bowling Green. They've won now Just 2 total sets on the weekend. Grabbed the first one here in this match. A chance to play spoilers for this home Lady Vols team. They're in the driver's seat again in the second set. They've been leading the whole way through. Meyer, love it. It skews wide. Another kill for Androva. Meyer and Androva have been so dynamic to start. Caitlin Meyer, she's got 9 kills. Hitting .500 now. Ball just a bit long. Attack error for the Lady Vols. Falcons building up their lead once again. It was back within 2. So the Falcons, they've had their foot on the gas pedal for most of this set. They have been so effective. 455 in the hit percentage here in this set. Tennessee hitting just 136. Bowling Green has come out to play here this morning. Just 4 attacking errors to Tennessee's 11. Lady Vols need a timeout. They trail by 5 here in set 2. Bowling Green trying to go up 2-0 in sets here to kick off day 2 of the Tennessee Classic. Set 2 rolls on here at Thompson Bowling Arena. The Falcons on a 3-0 scoring run to separate themselves just a bit further. They've been dominant here in the second set, and they're trying to cruise to back-to-back set wins over this Lady Vols team. A 1-0 start after a win against Loyola Chicago for Tennessee last night. Bowling Green 0-2, and that's just the energy Tennessee needed out of the break. Jasmine Brooks sending it back a swat, the team's 3rd here of the day. Jasmine Brooks providing a spark, solo effort. How about it from the junior outside? With Tennessee out Danielle Mahaffey, out Claudia Pollock. Obviously trying to replace some key veterans from last year. Sometimes you just have to throw in a different cog, a different look. Bowling Green seems to have figured out some of the recipe offensively. You got to throw in some different looks. You still have quality depth on the bench. Jasmine Brooks has been that in set 2. That's a huge block. She's got a kill as well. 2 total blocks for Brooks. Androva off the fingertips at the front of the net. Androva with the kill. That's her 8th. It's been a 3-headed monster attack for Bowling Green. Caitlin Meyer, Petra Androva, Kat Manley. Those 3 hitters who have been so dangerous for Bowling Green for so many years. Manley just the spudding sophomore, whereas Androva and Meyer, veteran seniors, feeding off each other's energy. There's a block. Alexis Mattil, solo effort right down the pipe as well. 4th block for Bowling Green. One-on-one battle. And the junior Mattil all over it. Lobby to serve for the Falcons. Laborda on the reception. Here's Lovett. Tips it over. Good diving attempt. The Falcons keep it alive. Can credit Hannah Lobby there. And Fingal flushes it home. Lady Vols able to prevail. Tennessee looking to maybe get on a bit of a run here. They cut it back within 5. Obviously, you don't even have to mention the importance of trying to equalize and claw themselves back in this set. Otherwise, you're going to be clawing back from a 2-0 deficit. It would have to take, at that point, a 5th set if Tennessee would want to get back into this match and win it. They're looking to become 2-0 with a dramatic nightcap brewing. The Purdue Boilermakers waiting on, 13th ranked team in the country. Engel into the net, service error. Tennessee, that's just their 3rd. They had been disciplined with that. Mistakes in a deficit like that can add up. The Falcons look to separate. Bowling Green has hit 400 this set. They have been so hard to stop defensively, and now an ace for Bowling Green. They take a service error on the other end, and then an ace. That is a major 2-point swing decided by the service line. And it's Petra Indrova, your do-it-all senior. She had 35 aces last year. That's her first here this morning. Indrova again. Laborda there. Here's Hayward, does it herself. She can do that. She's got the height, she's got the skill. You always have to anticipate where she's going to set the ball. But she has the confidence and the ability to reel in some kills of her own. A season ago had nearly 1 kill per set as a setter. That is her first one of this match. Tennessee back within 6. Time running down, a block at the net, skews away. Good credit, Lauren Hovey, freshman hitter for the Falcons from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada, gets in on the action. Granberry slotted over, went right off the net, right into her outstretched arms. It's hard to control it at that point once it ricochets off the net. Falcons back up a touchdown. Here's Lovett, skews it off the block. Good response. Erica Lovett has been solid. That's her 7th kill and now 18 swings. She's been the most effective hitter for this Tennessee side. A kill in 1 out of every 3 swings at this point for Lovett. She also has 7 digs and a service ace. And now she's back at the line. And that time Lovett into the net. Another crucial service error down the stretch. Bowling Green has won the battle at the service line. Falcons 5 service errors themselves, but they've been a little bit cleaner here in set 2. We'll call on Jaden Walsh to serve, junior setter from Brooklyn, Ohio. Her sister Julia, MAC Defensive Player of the Year, on the sidelines here this evening. In the middle, Indrova off Laborda. That one's long. Lovett, a great effort, but can't track it down. She crashed hard into the floor. 3-point Falcons, and Tennessee will make sure Lovett's okay. And she's able to get up. Great effort. Putting it all out on the line. It was a hard crash. Maybe hit her head a bit. Either way, though, great effort. She seems good, up and ready for the next point. The Falcons, though, cruising here in set 2. Other serve from Walls. Love it on the reception. Hayward, just a quick ditch over the net. Almost fooled Bowling Green. Hayward, Brooks. From the middle, Indrova. Almost a free ball look here for Tennessee. Laborda up for Brooks. Did she sneak it in? She sure did. Right there in that back left corner. Great set for Jasmine Brooks. She's got 2 kills, a dig, and 2 blocks. It's been those unlikely heroes for Tennessee so far in the first 2 days of the season. Hayward to serve now. Tennessee trailing by 7. They need a run now. It's set point, though, for Bowling Green. Jessica Andrews Tall standing freshman in the middle grabbing a kill. Set point Bowling Green looking to go up 2-0. Julia Walls to serve, your MAC Defensive Player of the Year. Love it on the reception. Brooks, great laid out dive from Torres. Tennessee trying to set up their offense. Hayward, a little off balance set, got over the net. Here's Androva looking for the kill shot. Back up for Andrews. Love it, keeps it up. Tennessee dramatically staying in this point. Again for Androva. This time cannot dig it out. Set 2 goes to Bowling Green. They lead 2-0 here on the road, looking for their first win of the season. Petra Androva, clinical swing as she's done all match long. That's her match high 10th. The Falcons in control, in command, and a shocker here to kick off day 2 of the Tennessee Classic. But for Bowling Green, this is a good team, favored in the MAC. 21 wins a season ago, and they've got all the confidence in the world here this morning, looking to knock off Tennessee and the Lady Vols, their first loss, but they need one more set. Set 3 coming up. Bowling Green takes set 2, 25-16. All smiles on one end for the Bowling Green Falcons. They lead 2-0 against the Tennessee Lady Volunteers here to kick off day 2 of the Tennessee Classic, opening weekend of the brand new collegiate volleyball season. And what a set it was. Bowling Green hitting in the kill department, 31-26, 342 percentage mark to Tennessee's 187. A Falcons team that has been led by the three-headed monster of Petra Androva, Caitlin Meyer, and Kat Manley. where Tennessee has just not had much of an answer defensively. Just 3 blocks for one of the team's best blocking team in the nation a season ago. And already a great start for the Falcons here in set 3. They need one more. A service ace is a great way to kick things off. That's their 5th of the match. All the momentum in favor of the Falcons. Back-to-back service aces right off the top of the net. Everything ticking the way of Bowling Green right now. Sometimes, if you're Tennessee, you're just feeling unlucky. That is just a really good serve off the top of the net. Not much you can really do about that. Great start for the Falcons. Flying start. They've got 6 total aces compared to Tennessee's 2. Tennessee able to receive this one this time around. Love it. Sent back at the net. Good chance here for Bowling Green in transition. Good dig from Laborda. There's Lovett. Just a little toss over. Up the middle. Androva dug out from Matoso. Fingal. Back and forth rally here. Torres, Libero up in the air. Meyer. Matoso with one arm, but Tennessee can't recover. 3 straight to start the set for Bowling Green. Great effort, though, from Matoso, from Lovett. Flying all over the floor. The Falcons do prevail. Too tough at the end. Vols feeling good from the service line. She had 2 back-to-back aces to start. And now service error will finally send things back the Lady Vols' way. For Tennessee, you're talking about how do we swing momentum on our side. Yesterday they played in front of a fan base here at Thompson Bowling Arena. Over 1,000 fans providing energy in what was a 5-set close match against Loyola Chicago. Not as much in the stands here for this early morning game, expecting to have great crowd for the Purdue match to the nightcap. Tennessee will play 2. Bowling Green, this is their final game of the Tennessee Classic. Mentioned they went 0-2 yesterday. A really good chance to flip the script. They're in the driver's seat. It's an attack here on the Falcons. Tennessee to serve, trailing by 1. And a service error right back to Bowling Green, 4-2. Falcons have the advantage. Serve now from Manley. 4 aces on the weekend. Is 1 here today. Laborda receives. There's Brooks, extended playing time now into set 3, but she's rejected right at the net. The Falcons, their 5th total block here, out blocking Tennessee 5-3. Manley again from the service line. Bowling Green already 2 aces in this set. Hayward in the middle to Granberry. She's been really strong in these first 2 games. The freshman Granberry. Remember, no Danielle Mahaffey, the team's leading blocker a season ago. She's out for this weekend. They've needed a player to step up, and that's been Granberry. She's providing some offense as well. That's her 4th kill, 3rd on the team here in this early morning game. Laborda serve. That's an ace. Paolo Laborda slides it through. 3rd ace for Tennessee. Eve Rackham-Watt said Paolo Laborda came back for this fall off season with so much confidence, spent a lot of time with the Mexican national team. Their qualifying tournament, 2 weeks turned into 2 months. A lot of great experience, and now takes over that starting libero role. That ball is sent wide, attacking error. Tennessee, they've worked themselves back into this. Knocks it back up at 5. After what was another shaky start to the set, Tennessee having to turn the tide of momentum. These situations, if you're Tennessee, you turn to your veteran leadership who have been in these situations before, your Morgan Fingles, your Natalie Haywards, to try to get out of this hole. Will need to be a reverse sweep. We'll need to think of it as a brand new match and try to win the first 3 sets. Think of it as just 3 sets. Hayward from the middle to Booth. Swung through, swung hard, and the freshman picks up a kill. Cadence Booth, her second. Those freshmen in the middle really having to step up. Booth from Kernersville, North Carolina. An outside that was transitioned to the middle from Eve Rackamont. She's got a great arm. Eve Rackamont says maybe the best arm on the team, and they utilize it there. It'll be Jakaya Moore. Here's Meyer. Lovett has it. Moore up high in the air to Brooks. Brooks slots it through. A little touch at the net. Good setup from Moore. And hit right over from Jasmine Brooks. Great contribution from Jasmine Brooks, now her third kill. Jakaya Moore again from the service line. She had 10 aces a season ago. At the net, Booth sends it back. It'll be a net violation on Bowling Green. Point's going to be towards the Lady Vols, and they've got a 2-point advantage now. Biggest lead of the set for Tennessee. Trailed for a majority of set 2. It was a back-and-forth first set. And it looks like Bowling Green is going to challenge it again. This is the third challenge from Daniela Tomic. She is 1 for 1 in such. Both of them coming early in set 2. First one stood in favor of Tennessee, but was able to have a very pivotal overturned call early in that second set that set the tone. Let's take a look. Tennessee currently has ripped off 3 straight points to take a 2-point advantage. Anything here for the Falcons to maybe try to end this run. It was a play at the net. Cadence Booth going up with Jaden Walls, the junior setter. Jaden Walls has been the primary distributor for the Falcons, 18 assists. On the other end, Natalie Hayward leading the way for Tennessee. She has 20 assists. 7 total digs for Hayward as well, 2 kills. Petra Androva, Caitlin Myers mentioned they have been the 2 at the dead center for Bowling Green in an attack. They both have 1 and 2 in terms of match high kills. Androva 11, Caitlin Meyer 10. For Tennessee, Erica Lovett has had a fantastic outing. 7 kills in 20 swings. She's hitting 300. She's got an ace and 10 digs. So Lovett, very productive morning game. Morgan Fingal, 24 kills last night in 62 swings. She's got 8 kills here in set 3 on 26 swings. So not as busy at this point as she was last night, but still leads this Tennessee team in total kills. She has 7 digs as well. And it's Andrea Granberry, 4 kills on 10 swings with a block. And the ruling once again, overturned call. Bowling Green wins another challenge. Or 2 for 3. They've gotten their last 2 overturned, and that stops Tennessee's 3-0 scoring run. Puts it back to a 1-point game. I'll just redo the point, and it goes back to Tennessee anyways. It'll be 8-6 no matter how you draw it up. Here's Meyer, dug out from Lovett. Brooks, just long. Point for the Falcons, back within 1. Brooks has seemed to have filled that role on the outside. Haven't seen as much Emily Merrick here. Jasmine Brooks stepping in. A good attempt. She's found that line on a couple occasions already here this afternoon. Hayward up for Fingal. Good dig. Anna Lobby was there, the setter. Androva was over, right back to the middle. It set up Mattil perfectly. Falcons have rallied 2 straight. Teed up for the middle. Mattil, the junior, in on the action. Her second kill. She's got 3 blocks as well, tied for team high. Hayward, the setter, no look, just dumps it over the net. So sneaky, she's already got 3 kills. Remember, she had just about a kill a set. She has that here now. Like, no look. Eyes in the back of her head. Played it off the block as well. So smart from the setter. The veteran can do just about anything. Right side, Androva, touched by Tennessee at the net. Another point for the Falcons. We go back and forth here in set 3. All square at 9. And it will be now Androva to serve. 35 aces a season ago. MAC Player of the Year. All-American honorable mention. Toso keeps it in. Here's Fingal, right off the net. Pancake dig from Torres, but they say she didn't get it, and it hits the floor. The point Lady Vols are the first to 10. Torres laid all out for that one. Tomic discussing it. Here's the look, right off the net. Pancake dig attempt. Did she get it? Sure was close. Looked like her hand was at least in the area, but it's so hard to tell if it was off the hand or if it hit any part of the court. Manley. That one is for sure. The Falcons equalize at 10. No questions on that one. Manley's 8th kill for the sophomore on 20 swings. Alexis Mattil to serve. Junior already 1 block in this set. Bowling Green not hitting as strong here in the third. That one sent backwards. Fingal having to keep it alive. Couple of taps at the net. Over on the other end, swung home from Lauren Hovey. Bowling Green back out in front and back in the positives in the hit percentage column. They hit over 400 in set 2. Tennessee, their defense a bit stronger to start this third set. Borda up high, loving a chance, and she's long. No touch at the net. Falcons win another. Attacking error on Erica Lovett, who's been very consistent. Timeout for Tennessee. Bowling Green on a bit of a run here. They lead by 2. Could be a decisive third set. The Falcons already leading 2-0. It's do or die for the Lady Vols. Bowling Green 3-0 scoring run as we head to a break. Bowling Green, they've taken 3 straight points for a 2-point advantage here in a decisive set 3. The Falcons have taken set 1 and set 2. It was a dominant set 2 performance. Falcons really starting to get things together now midway through this third, trying to get their first win of the season. Tennessee, though, they've been fighting back a little bit more spunk here in the third. They get that point, a great response out of the timeout. Can you win timeout to timeout here? It's going to have to be a reverse sweep for the Lady Vols if they want to stay unbeaten on the season, if they want to defend the home court. Hayward to serve. Up high and sent back home. Granberry and Fingal were there. 4th block for the Lady Vols. Andrea Granberry has been quite the surprise for this Tennessee team. That's her 2nd block now. She's 3rd for the Lady Vols here today with 4 kills. Doing a little bit of everything. Set goes up high for Hovey. Dug out Matoso. Fingal, soft touch. What a diving play from Torres. Lady Vols now in transition here. Here's Lovett, smacked onto the other side of the net. Lovett will take it. Lady Vols back in front. Erica Lovett, plenty of arc on it. Her 8th kill. Tennessee now on a 3-point scoring run. They have flipped the script on Bowling Green since the timeout. Great serve from Hayward. That's an ace. 4 straight for the Lady Vols. And now a timeout for Bowling Green. Tennessee won that timeout. Bowling Green has to talk things over because the momentum has been shifted here in the third. An ace from Natalie Hayward. Tennessee by 2 here in the third. Bowling Green by 2 in the match. Bowling Green was on a 3-0 scoring run. Eve Rackham-Watt takes a timeout. The Lady Vols put together 4 straight points. And now Daniela Tomic wants a timeout on the other end. How can the Falcons respond? Tennessee has regained control of this set. They need it. Down 2-0. Fingal on the other end continues this strong rally for the home side. That's now 5 in a row. Being down 2-0 can be daunting. But these Lady Vols seniors, Natalie Hayward, Morgan Fingal, have to set the tone and force the Waves for a comeback, and they've done here in this rally, certainly. Hayward getting comfortable at the service line. Torres up high in the air. Manley tipped at the net. Hayward up high, love it. Just a bit short. The Falcons send it home. It'll go down as a block. And it will end Tennessee's 5-0 scoring run. Remember, Falcons hit over 400 from the floor last set, just 105 here. Tennessee out hitting Bowling Green for the first time in a set. Lady Vols lead by 2. Hayward up for Lovett. Dug from Torres, but it skews far, far away. Power from Lovett. 2 much to handle for the Falcons. Erica Lovett, that's her 9th kill. She's hitting .240. And now she serves. Drova's there. Up for Meyer. We'll touch at the net. Hayward up for Fingal. Back into the net. A little touch from Bowling Green. Back and forth here. That looks to be a bit long, but it was touched at the net from Tennessee. Will be a point for the Falcons. Much needed. That was a close play. A little off-balance swing. Just took a bit of a deflection at the net for the Lady Vols. Tennessee has already matched their point total from the second set, which was a 25-16 Bowling Green victory to go up 2-0. Tennessee now eclipsing that mark. Much better set. Lady Vols hitting over 200, 250 to be exact, out hitting Bowling Green 250, 143 now in the third. Credit Jasmine Brooks there with the kill. It's now her 4th. Recorded at least 1 kill in 6 games. Had 2 in the NCAA tournament match against North Carolina. Has experience with this program. This is her 3rd year. And taking a bigger role here in the second game of the season. There's Laborda. And that's going to be an ace, a second of the day for Paola Laborda. Torres couldn't quite grab it. Tennessee up 4. Another ace for Paola Laborda, make it now 3 of Tennessee's 5 aces for the libero. Set up from Walls for Meyer. A good combo for the Falcons to claw their way back into it. Caitlin Meyer had a dominant first set, was a bit quiet there in the second, and now they feed the beast again. That's now her 11th kill right off the block. Bowling Green looking to go on a run of their own. Hayward setting up Brooks. Bowling Green can't recover. Great comeback from Jasmine Brooks. Continues what's been a really good back half of this match. It's 5 kills. Not much of an impact from Brooks in last night's Tennessee win against Loyola Chicago. Has made her presence felt. For Tennessee, another match coming up later tonight. 13th ranked Purdue on the docket. The Boilermakers have Loyola Chicago after this match. Here for day 2 of the Classic. Tennessee a ways to go in this match. There's a block at the net. Natalie Hayward strong arms it back. The setter getting in on the defense. Rejection and a timeout on the floor for Bowling Green. Tennessee 5 to the good. Trying to pull their first set away from Bowling Green. It's going to be a battle. But the Lady Vols seem up to the task here in this third set. Timeout. Daniela Tomic has to talk about it. The Falcons trail here in set 3. Completely different feel for this Tennessee team here in the third set. Hitting .263, by far their best up till this point. Out hitting Bowling Green 269 to 125 here in the third. They trail 2-0 to the upset-minded Falcons. This Lady Vols team, they've already grinded out a 5-set win last night in their opening match of the year. They're looking to climb that mountain again. They're in the driver's seat here in set 3. Hayward across for Brooks. Drops it through from out of nowhere. The Falcons keep it alive. Credit Walls. Booth just a bit short. Bowling Green hoping to come out of this break and try to turn things together. They just need one more set, and they end their Tennessee Classic weekend on a high note. Looking to add an SEC team to the resume. Falcons team that'll go back home for the Falcon Invitational next weekend, where they'll host Northern Kentucky, 21st ranked Western. No in home games. It was the first time they'd done that since 1979. Androva touched at the net. Hayward behind her to Fingal. Up for Androva again. No touch, it looked like, at the net. It's long. Point back towards the Lady Vols. Androva has been busy. That's her 41st swing. And she has 12 kills to show for it. Typically a .293% hitter. Currently living sub 200 at the moment. Tennessee has to feel good about the way they've limited Androva. A little bit less than her average. Matoso digs one out, and it's back here toward. Good effort from Matoso, too strong. The Falcons. Alexis Mattil in the middle. Her third kill, she has 3 blocks as well. Hayward for Lovett, blocked back, Mattil is there again. Looked like a combo block for the Falcons. Maybe a momentum swinger here late in the set. That was Mattil and Lauren Hoovey. The freshman there getting the arm on it and throwing it back. And she's been a really nice addition for this Falcons staff. Love it again. A little off balanced on the set. Didn't quite get the leap she wanted, and she's long, wide right. 3 straight points for Bowling Green. Just a bit off of her line. Was kind of veering off to the left and misfired. Eve Rackamont wants a timeout. They had a 5-point advantage with 4 points to go, but Bowling Green has cut it back within 2. The momentum swinger they needed. Falcons looking to close it down in 3. Tennessee trying to battle further. Here at the Tennessee Classic, Day 2. Dramatic close here in set 3. Bowling Green, 3 straight points. Eve Rackamont takes a timeout. Lady Vols trying to stay alive and force a 4th set. Androva getting comfortable at the service line. Falcons really pressing forward, some pressure, and how about the block in the middle? Alexis Mattil standing her ground. 4 in a row now for Bowling Green. Hoovey was there too. The presence enough. Falcons 4 in a row. They're to 20. It's a 1-point match all of a sudden here in set 3. Fingal from the middle. And that one is through. It took a deflection. Tennessee, that is much needed. It ends a 4-0 scoring run for Bowling Green. Got to go to the steady hand in Morgan Fingal. Kill number 11. Team high on 34 swings, 7 digs. Into the net goes Kylie Robinson. Service error puts it back towards the Falcons' way, gives them back to the service line. For Tennessee, that's their 6th service error. All even in terms of that number between the two. Bowling Green still out hitting the Lady Vols in the match. Tennessee slightly out hitting Bowling Green here in this set. The Falcons an ace. They're 7th. And we are all knotted up at 22. What a comeback it's been for Bowling Green. They trail 20-15. They've now won 7 of the last 9 points. And a serve here from Alexis Mattil into the net. That's a crucial service error. Tennessee back up 1. Lady Vols, it's do or die. They have to find a way to grind out this set, this effort to stay alive. Bowling Green, you could feel some energy coming back to life in the set. They can taste a 3-set sweep. Up high, Manley. Laborda. Here's Fingal, blocks it through. It'll be set point for Tennessee. Morgan Fingal now ties the match high, 12 kills. 2 crucial ones down the stretch here. Thompson Bowling Green is standing up. Tennessee looking for their first set here of this match. Hayward to serve. Long Bowling Green still within sight. They live to see another. Fingal has been the hot hand late in the set. That's who you trust. Just a bit long. Eve Rackamont is going to challenge this. Ruling on the field, no touch. Ruling on the court. Eve Rackamont wants to make sure that there certainly wasn't a touch. Obviously overturned. Tennessee wins the set. Heavy implications here. If it stands, Bowling Green will serve in what will be another Tennessee set point. The swing was from Morgan Fingal. 12 kills on 36 swings. She had 24 kills on 62 swings last night. Here's a peek at it. And it looks like it gets through the middle without a touch. From that angle there, now it's hard to tell completely. But again, you look for the rotation. You look for that any fingertips move in the middle for the Falcons. From that one look, it looked like there was no touch. Again, if this were to be overturned, 1, it has to be indefinite, and 2, Tennessee would win the set. See the crew taking a look at it. And Yella Tomic has been really good on challenges today. She's 2 for 3. This is the first challenge for Tennessee. You can see they're getting a close-up look there. Yes, if it were to hit, it would be right there on that forearm. It doesn't look like it hit a hand. Would have to have hit that forearm. Check to see if that ball rotates. It's close to the angle we saw on our feed. Hard to tell. Eve Rackamont getting a look of her own as well. Once again, big ruling. Tennessee hoping to survive for a fourth set. It will, no matter what. If still stands, Tennessee will have another set point. And from our look, you can evidently tell it doesn't hit the fingertips, but from seeing the monitor over there where the crew is taking a look at it, it would have to be a forearm is where it hit. And it looks like decision has been made here. Doesn't. And it will stay Bowling Green's way. Yep. Not enough evidence. First challenge from Yves Racamouat is not overturned. Bowling Green stays alive here in the third set. It is set point number 2 here, though, for Tennessee. Jaden Walls to serve for the Falcons. Junior setter. Hayward up for Granberry. Sent back initially. Fingal will give it a go. She's long. We're all square at 24. Falcons even it up. We will eclipse the 25-point threshold here in this set. Tennessee once led 20-15. Bowling Green has clawed all the way back to even things at 24. Tennessee wants to challenge again. Yves Racamouat wanting to see if this one was touched at the net. So back-to-back points on attacking errors from Tennessee that Yves Racamouat wants to challenge whether a touch. Obviously, massive call, another decisive one in the set. If for some reason overturned, based on the monitor looks, Tennessee wins the set and we're heading to a fourth. And here's a look. And it doesn't quite look like that there was a touch there. And maybe the look to see if the net moves. And from that feed, you can clearly see the ball goes over fingertips. I guess they're looking to see if maybe the net was a net interference as well. Couple of fans looking on. 2 games today for Tennessee. We'll see the call. And it will stand. No touch, it stays point. Bowling Green all square at 24. Back-to-back challenges from Tennessee to no success. Back-to-back set points. Bowling Green has been able to grind it out and tie it. Another serve from Walls. Decisive 24-24 point. Love it. Throws it over. And Tennessee back in the driver's seat. It'll be set point number 3. Tense moments in the set. The Erica Lovett to serve. 1 ace already today. Into the net. Service error. Turns it back to Bowling Green. And on we battle. 25 apiece. Set 1 went 26-24 Bowling Green. Set 2, 25-16 Bowling Green. Falcons have battled their way back here in the third. Tennessee needs to have it. Brooks over. Here's Meyer, blocked, out of play. Set point now for the Falcons. Bowling Green 0-2 this weekend. A chance to rewrite this opening set here at the Tennessee Classic. Brooks, Tennessee stays alive, evens it back up. We've seen 3 total set points where the opposing team has been able to fight right back in it. There's Paolo Laborda to serve for Tennessee. What a battle in this third set. Ball's up in the air. Androva blocked back. Morgan Fingal. Aiden Booth was there as well. That's the team's 6th block, and how important is it in this moment? Morgan Fingal. Set point number 3 for Tennessee here in the third. Bowling Green's been here before. Could Tennessee seal the deal and stay alive? Meyer drops it over, but out of play. Tennessee survives the third set, forces a fourth. Dramatics late, just a little bit out of reach for Meyer. She misses. Lady Vols will see a fourth. 2-1 is our score as we move forward. Tennessee and Bowling Green here at the Tennessee Classic. Day 2 at the Tennessee Classic. We've got a good battle to kick things off. Tennessee and Bowling Green down to the wire. The Falcons took the first 2 sets. Tennessee, it was do-or-die moments in the third. They sealed it 26-28. In that third, they went on a 3-0 scoring run to force a fourth now. Bowling Green looking for their first win of the season. They lost 2 yesterday, a sweep against Purdue, lost in 4 to Loyola Chicago. And once again, still in the driver's seat here, looking to add an SEC team to their win column resume. A team highly favored in the MAC this season to get back to the NCAA tournament. Tennessee has aspirations for the same thing, looking to claw themselves back in. It would have to be a reverse sweep. It's been done before. Tennessee will have to battle Bowling Green. Great start to the fourth. Nice and easy there from Kat Manley. Simple touch. Falcons have been getting off to some really good starts and sets. All similar here in the fourth. How do they respond after just barely losing out on that third set? First set they've dropped here on the road against Tennessee. Somehow keeping that one alive. Here's Laborda up in the air. Fingal leaping high. Good dig attempt from Vols, but it skews off that left side. Morgan Fingal, 13th kill. 24 of them last night. She's got 13 and 39 total swings, hitting 105 from the floor. Serve from Laborda, a bit long on the reception. Just barely getting it over as the Falcons. Can they still catch up to it? Meyer having to absolutely launch it, and it's wide right. Tennessee will win that point. Falcons all out of sorts. That's back-to-back for the Lady Vols. Cadence Booth taking control from the middle. Not quite for Meyer. Laborda has been good from the service line for Tennessee. 3 aces. Feeds that one over. Indrova blocked back but out of play. It will be point. Bowling Green, Petra Indrova, her 13th kill. Her and Caitlin Meyer have combined for 26 of Bowling Green's 44. Kat Manley, if you include Kat Manley in the mix, those 3 have 36 of 44 kills for this Falcons team. Fingal just tries to dump one over the net. Meyer blocked back, same result, out of play. That front line defense has been strong. They haven't let anything past them. They just haven't been able to redirect it back into play. That's back-to-back points now for Bowling Green. Caitlin Meyer, Petra Indrova on that left side, driving it into the wall. They each are starting off their fourth set with a kill. 4 kills on 6 swings for the Falcons so far to start the fourth. Walls up for Indrova again. That's 5 kills, 7 swings. Falcons back to their strong hitting ways. You put all the sets together, that third was an outlier in terms of hit percentage. It's been Bowling Green driving the offense the entire way. You see the numbers there, 274, 175. Bowling Green hitting at a much higher mark. That time they stayed patient. They didn't touch it. Tennessee, an attacking error. Bowling Green out to an early lead. 6-2 here in the set. Good serve off the top of the net. Hayward looking for Brooks. Dug out by Torres. Meyer. And it's in. A bit of a touch as well. Bowling Green so effective this set. That's 6 kills on 8 hits. The offense is a freight train right now. Ivrak wants a timeout. All from that outside part. Meyer, Indrova. Hard to stop him. Hard to tame them. Tennessee has to get a timeout. They trail by 5 early here in set 4. Great start for Bowling Green here in the 4th set. They've put together 5 straight points on a run, and they're hitting 750 from the floor. 6 kills on 8 swings. Tennessee forced to take a timeout, talk things over to try to end this stretch for the Falcons. Fingal. Torres. Androva just having to force it over. Tennessee could set up some offense here. Here's Jasmine Brooks. Puts it through. Jasmine Brooks. 7 kills. What an effort for the junior. Didn't get a lot of work last night. Didn't see as much action. Not that way here this afternoon in game 1 of 2 for Tennessee. This is so important for the Lady Vols in terms of just setting the tone for the day. They've got a really tough matchup tonight with a top 15 team in Purdue. How can they leave this match? What type of feeling do they leave with? That ball is long and wide. It will be point, Lady Vols. They've gone on back-to-back stretch now of their own after the break. This team has been very successful following timeouts. They're back within 3 in the set. Service error sends it back Bowling Green way. That's the 8th service error for this Tennessee team. Little rotations here for both sides. Serving's going to be Hannah Lobby, senior setter. Lobby into the net. Trading service errors, so Tennessee gives one away. Bowling Green sends it right back. Service game has just been just about even in terms of service errors and aces. 7 aces for Bowling Green, 5 for Tennessee. So you see the service errors completely even. Matoso to serve. Albee up high, Covey. Covey throws it through. The freshman has been a great spark, great addition for Bowling Green. Her 4th kill. She got 4 blocks as well. Free ball from Tennessee over to Bowling Green. Looks like maybe a double touch there. Double touch from Bowling Green. Tennessee will take the points back within 3. Bit of a mistake on the set. There's Kaya Moore. Second set she's entered in to serve. Played in 58 a season ago. Had 10 aces. Had a career high 3 of them in the NCAA second round game against Ohio State. Hovey that time well long. Back-to-back here for the Lady Vols, back within 2. That'll be up for Mandy. Fingal tried right towards the scorer's table. Good effort from Hayward, went crashing right into the electronics. Point Falcons. Matilda serve. And that's wide left. Tennessee capitalizing again on a service error. That one late in that third set. Good job from Laborda to hold off. And it's soared past her. Tennessee's going to have to capitalize any and all mistakes, try to play clean the rest of the way. Hard to stop that one, Lauren Hovey. Wow, so much power from the freshman. I mean, no chance to dig this one out. Wow. Emphatic swing. And you add Hovey to the list of Caitlin Meyer, Petra Androva, and Kat Manley. This is a veteran swinging crew with some young stars in the making of Kat Manley and Lauren Hovey. Hayward, middle, Granberry is rejected. Credit Jessica Andrews, 3 blocks entering this match for the freshman. And that's her 4th of this match. We're seeing some young superstars in the making for Bowling Green. And now an ace on the other end. What a momentum swing when you could go block to ace. That's Jaden Walls. That's her 3rd ace of the match. And Laborda can't handle that one. Back-to-back aces for Walls, her 4th. What a momentum swing for the Falcons. A solo block and now back-to-back aces. Timeout for Tennessee. Bowling Green goes up 6. They've rallied off 4 straight points. Looking for a sealing set. They lead 2-1 in total. Falcons and Lady Vols roll forward. Four straight points from Bowling Green forces Tennessee's hand. Eve Rackamont takes a timeout. It's been back-to-back service aces as well for Jaden Walls. Can she keep it going? She is not able to. Morgan Fingal has a good response right out of the timeout. Exactly what the Lady Vols need. Morgan Fingal has been their leader attacking-wise all weekend long to start. That's her 14th kill. And she had 24 of them last night. Tennessee ends that scoring run from the Falcons. In the hands of Lovett now to serve, and there's a service error. Bowling Green winning the service game this set. They're equal in service errors in total in the match. 9 aces for the Falcons compared to Tennessee's 5 now. Now Julia Vols to serve. Good serve. Lovett's there. Fingal sent back at the net. Laborda high in the air. Vols up for Meyer, and that's long. Point Tennessee. Lady Vols back within 5. Meyer has been pretty persistent, very consistent in this match. She's still hitting above 300. 15 kills is a match high for her, but that time couldn't quite straighten it out. Laborda to serve. Ball's up high, Indrova, Laborda high in the air. Tennessee should be able to recover. Laborda over. Good chance here for Bowling Green. Indrova, dug out from Laborda, well dug. Fingal over, unable to be dug out from Julia Vols. Morgan Fingal capitalizes. 15 now. Credit Paola Laborda. She struggled with a few of those serves when Bowling Green was on that run, but a great dig there to set up a good find for Fingal. Here's Meyer. That time Hayward can't pick it. Caitlin Meyer missed an attack error on one end, but fires back with her 16th kill. Still hitting over 300. Much needed for Bowling Green there. Tennessee starting to scratch back a bit. They hold a 5-point lead. Hayward, Brooks, can't get it through. We'll try to get with Brooks. Indrova, Hayward's there that time. Free ball from Tennessee. In transition now, Bowling Green. They want Indrova. Tried to flip the end. Hayward goes crashing onto the floor. What a rally. Here's Meyer from the left side. Picked from Lovett. Laborda back to Lovett. Here we go again from the Falcons. Androva squeezes it through. Falcons resilient point. What a battle. That leads right to the slugger, Androva. You can feel the energy, feel the emotion. Bowling Green knows they're close. It will be Torres to serve. Bowling Green looking for a win over a Power 5 team to close down their weekend. Hayward up the middle to Booth. Meyer tools it off the block. Bowling Green continues to play at such a high percentage in this set. Out-killing Tennessee 12-5 here in the fourth. Orta, Hayward. Fingal gets it through. Morgan Fingal, so sturdy, so reliable. If Tennessee wants to get back in this set, it's going to have to be likely through Morgan Fingal. Try to get something involved, shift something around. They have to try to go on a run now. Vols up for Andrews, dug wide. Alexis Mattil. Get in the middle involved. Every which way, this offense has been so difficult. And what was a down third set comparatively to the first two, back to their ways here in set 4. 400 from the floor, 13 kills to Tennessee 6 in the set. This is such a strong team in Bowling Green. Aspirations to win the MAC. They're favorited this year They were close last year, East Division champions. This would be a strong result. How about Lauren Hovey, the freshman? The energy is in the building for Bowling Green. Undeniable block. Wow, the freshman has been so powerful and dynamic. 5 kills, 5 blocks. Bowling Green leads by 8, a commanding lead here in the set. Does Tennessee have an answer? They go to Candace Booth in the middle. Latoso to serve. 7-point set 4. Tennessee has to win to force a decisive 5th. Up high. Indrova just muscles it through. Just pushes it across. Bowling Green leads by 8 again. They are 4 away from stealing one here in Knoxville. Hayward at the net, dumps it over. Falcons recover. Free ball here, Tennessee. How do they respond in transition? Love it at the net. Laborda, love it. That time she pushes it through. Erica Lovett. Couldn't get it the first time. Second time's a charm. Her 11th kill. Lovett also. Laube up for Manley. Not strong enough. And that's going to be ruled a net violation on Bowling Green. Point's going to go to the Lady Vols just like that. 3 straight. Or 2 straight here back-to-back for Tennessee. Back within 6. Moore. Good serve right over the net. Hovey, too strong. Tennessee now 3 straight points. Moore again. Tennessee on a nice run. They need to keep the momentum strong. Here's Manley blocked back at the net. Doesn't matter. Bowling Green can't force it over. 4 straight for Tennessee. Timeout for Bowling Green. They'll talk things through. Lady Vols back within 4 in this do-or-die 4th set. Bowling Green just needs 4 more on their own to win this match and steal a victory in Knoxville. Down the wire here, Falcons and Lady Vols. Bowling Green takes a timeout trying to stop this 4-0 Tennessee scoring run. They had to have it. Trailing by 8, they've cut the lead in half as the Falcons need just 4 points to steal this match. Bowling Green, Tennessee, day 2 of the Tennessee Classic to kick off the 2022 season. Falcons are 0-2, looking to change that notion. A team that won 21 games a season ago, 16 conference wins, could exit this tournament with a high feeling. Tennessee, they've got another game tonight against Purdue, 13th ranked team in the nation. Boilermakers have Loyola Chicago after this one. Busy day. Hayward up for Lovett. Sit back through. It's Hovey again. What a day for Lauren Hovey. A showing out party for the freshman. It's her 6th block she's been a part of. Falcons out blocking Tennessee 11-7. Matilda serve. Right side, pushed over Morgan Fingal, keeping Tennessee alive. They have to battle now more than ever. Bowling Green 2 points away. Hanley picked out from Hayward. Upstairs, Fingal blocked back through. It'll be match point upcoming for the Falcons. Their 12th block. Block party here late in the set for Bowling Green. Now the Falcons fans on their feet. They won just 1 set in 2 matches on Friday against 2 very quality opponents in Purdue and Loyola Chicago. Now a point away from a win here in Knoxville on the road against the host team. Hayward up high, Fingal dug back over the net from Indrova. Here's Lovett. Dug but out of play. Tennessee lives to see another. They're going to have to rally off at the least 6 consecutive points. There's 1. Five-point match. Lovett to serve. Walls at the net. Touchback over from Granberry. Tennessee point. There's 2. Now just need 4 more. It's every bit will do at this point for Tennessee to try to survive in this set. It's match point number 3 now for Bowling Green. Lovett to serve again. Walls up high. Manley blocked back down. Jasmine Brooks. In 3. Can they turn the momentum around? Match point number 4 now for Bowling Green. Meyer, that's long. Tennessee 4 in a row. Attacking error from Meyer. The Falcons unable to clinch it. It's been 4 straight match points, and Tennessee have stolen all 4. They've got 5 on the way, but Daniela Tomic wants a timeout. From what looked like a surefire set for victory from Bowling Green, Tennessee has clawed back. Still not out of the woods. The Falcons will at least have 2 more match points in a row. Eve Rackamont and Daniela Tomic a chance to talk things over. Big point coming up. We're seeing resiliency from this host team. The Lady Vols, they've been down to the wire. 4 straight match points from Bowling Green. Tennessee's been able to go on a 4-0 scoring run. This is match point number 5. Falcons take a timeout to try to clinch this thing up. Love it at the service line, long, and that will do it. Bowling Green stuns Tennessee here in Knoxville. First win of the season for the Falcons. They close their weekend on the highest of notes. Lady Vols, they dropped their first match of the season. They will play further on through the day. They have Purdue later tonight in what will be the nightcap of this Tennessee Classic. All smiles for Bowling Green in what was a 2-loss day yesterday. It'll be surely a positive ride home. Final line, Bowling Green wins 3-1. Andy Brock and the rest of our SEC Network crew signing off. Falcons get the job done.